What are rational expressions? How do you find their domain? Can you simplify them? Just keep watching. Welcome to Math Bytes. I'm Allison. Today, we're talking about rational expressions. A rational expression is a fraction with a polynomial in the numerator and the denominator. So for example, x plus 2 over x minus 3, or x squared plus 6x minus 27 over x squared minus 4, or 5 over 2x minus 7. These are all rational expressions. The domain of a rational expression is all real numbers that can replace the variable and not make the denominator equal to 0. We can't have denominators equal to 0 because division by 0 is undefined. Let's take a look at a couple of examples of finding the domain of a rational expression. Let's find the domain of this rational expression. X plus 2 over x minus 3. Just look at the denominator. X minus 3 equals 0 when x is equal to 3. So the domain is all real numbers except 3. You might also write it like this. X plus 2 over x minus 3, where x is not equal to 3. Let's take a look at another example, a little bit more complicated. Here's our rational expression. X squared plus 6x minus 27 over x squared minus 4. We just need to look at that denominator and find out where it's 0. So let's factor it. X squared minus 4 factors into x plus 2 times x minus 2. So the denominator is 0 when x plus 2 equals 0 or when x minus 2 equals 0. So the denominator is 0 when x is equal to negative 2 or 2. So the domain of this rational expression is all real numbers except negative 2 and 2. You can simplify rational expressions by canceling common factors in the numerator and the denominator. So for example, x plus 3 times x plus 5 over x plus 3 times x plus 2. The factors of x plus 3 in the numerator and the denominator cancel each other out, and that leaves us with x plus 5 over x plus 2. Now, a common mistake at this point is to want to cancel out those x's, but you can't. You can't cancel terms, only factors. Factors multiply each other. They aren't added and subtracted to each other. So those x's, the x plus 5 and the x plus 2, are not common factors and they can't be canceled. Let's look at another example. We have x times x plus 4 times x minus 7 over x times x plus 4 times x plus 6. Same thing. We can cancel the common factors. Factors multiply each other. So we can cancel out the x's in the top and the bottom. We can cancel out the factor of x plus 4 in the top and the bottom. But that's it. And it leaves us with x minus 7 over x plus 6. There are no further common factors that you can cancel out here. So this rational expression is simplified. Let's put this together and find the domain and simplify this rational expression. We have x squared plus 2x over x squared plus 3x plus 2. Let's find the domain first. So we need to look at the denominator, find out where it's 0. Let's factor the denominator. The denominator factors to x plus 1 times x plus 2. Now, that denominator will be 0 when either x plus 1 equals 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. So the denominator is 0 when x is equal to negative 1 or negative 2. So the domain of this rational expression is all real numbers except negative 1 and negative 2. Okay, fair enough. Now let's simplify it. We've already factored the denominator. Let's factor the numerator. The numerator factors to be x times x plus 2. That's over x plus 1 times x plus 2. We have a common factor of x plus 2 in the numerator and the denominator, which we can cancel out. And that leaves us with x over x plus 1, where x is not equal to negative 1 or negative 2. Now, this is important. The domain restrictions you found before you simplified still apply. So even though now we don't have an x plus 2 factor in the denominator, the restriction of the original expression still applies. So we still have to exclude -1 and -2 from the domain of this simplified rational expression. There's a lot to working with rational expressions, but this should give you a good starting point and you can go from there. That's it for this episode of Math Bytes. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if you have a question you'd like to ask us, just send us an email. We're at contactmathbytes@gmail.com. I will see you next time.